because he's retired. Now, you say you retired.
Yeah.
Are you going to get the itch soon? Are you trying to focus on your promotion?
How do you get rid of an itch?
Scratch it.
No, you scratch it.
It gets worse.
When you got an itch, now you can probably smack it. You don't got to itch it. Scratch it. So with that being said, I'm gonna stay in the gym, gonna stay sparring, gonna stay doing all those things to at least get the feels of that. Never let that go. But I don't need to actually be in the ring and fight for it no more.
Let me give you three names real quick.
I'm very happy and content.
Let me give you three names real quick. Gervonta Davis.
Here we go. Devin Haney, and Shakur Stevenson. Which one do you think? I love it. Like I said.
Well, there's so many infinite options for you. That's
cool. Oh, like what do you mean? For
like
me?
there's just so many options for you.
Oh man, those are my babies. Those are my babies. Nah, they look up to Teofimo. They want to know how to do it.
Because after this performance, a lot of people said, "Hey, he tricked us. He tricked us." His mind is there. His mind is fully there. So he's like, "We want to see these fights with Gervonta."
Yeah, but I had to trick you guys. I had to trick everybody because it's part of the plan. Oh wait, Kanye, gotcha.
Teo, but Teo, it's an anticlimactic, man. We've covered you since for years in Devin. We're never gonna see the thrilling conclusion of this rivalry between you and Devin Haney? Really?
Yeah, really. What? I mean, they let these guys fight each other. They haven't fought each other. Everybody wants Teofimo to fight them, but I have not seen, other than Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, are the only ones that fought each other.
Just my question for you about that fight is, like, we've seen you take apart these... No. We've seen you take apart these guys like Loma and Taylor that tried to press you. But then...
what do you think Tank would try to do? Press me.
No, but with Haney...
What do you think? And if he doesn't press me, he'll try to box me. He's not good at boxing. He's not a boxer. See, people don't understand this. Tank is not a boxer. He grew up from headbangers in DC, and they used to put a tire in the middle, put their foot in the middle of that tire, and bang it out in DC. So, I mean, nah, man, it just doesn't work that way. You can't, like I said before, the trainer that Josh Taylor had was telling him good instructions on how to change the game, but Josh couldn't do it. Why? Because, like I said, when you get punched, when you get hit, all that training that you did with that new coach goes out the window, and you go right back to what you knew before. It will always be that way. It never changes. That's why Tank doesn't call me out. That's why none of these guys really call me out. The only reason why Haney calls me out is just because he needs some clout to get his followers up. Other than that,
what about fighting close to that Sandor Martin type style? Do you feel like you can handle that now if guys are trying to just...
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Listen, I was wrong about Teofimo Lopez Part 2. Yep, I was wrong. Damn it. You had me going. Yeah. Like I said, I damn near went too far. Yeah, I said I always liked you and shit like that. And I gave you a whole lot of credit on your performance over Josh Taylor and all that there. But nah, bro, you after you beat Loma, remember how you was at, you really are that. That's who you are. Nah, I thought you was just going through, you really bougie, bro. You really bougie, bro. I'm telling you, bro, this is some of the softest shit you really want a motherfucker to beg you to come back. You want a motherfucker to beg you and pay you 10 and 12 million, some shit you ain't even worth. You're not that big of a name, bro. You're not that big of a draw. Nah, bro, you want a motherfucker to beg you to box. You want a motherfucker to beg you to fight. You want a motherfucker to put it in you to fight some shit that ain't in you. It just ain't in you, bro. If it was in you, you be in that gym and you be calling out the next fighter and you be saying, "What's up, I'm back. The takeover is back." Nah, bro, it was the fake over. That shit is cap. You can't name yourself the takeover, bro, and you try to retire at 25. Listen, you almost had me going because you said some shit like, "I'm not a slave." And I'm so revolutionary minded, I damn near ran with that shit. Oh, he said he's not a slave. yeah, he talking about the white folks and the white man and all that there. Nah, fuck that, bro. You expose yourself. Every time they bring up black fighters, Devin, Shakur, and Tank, you start yawning. You start looking at your nails and shit. A lot of shit, bro. Your whole energy change. It ain't when they bring up Ryan. When they bring up Ryan, you still normal. Oh, okay, fight might happen. When they bring up Tank, Devin, and Shakur, that shit fuck with you. That shit fuck with you. And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You more jealous. I always thought you was the most jealous of Devin. Nah, you just really don't want to lose to Devin. That's what I'm hell bent on thinking. You just really don't want to lose to him. You don't want him to be able to say he better than you. But you more jealous of Tank than Devin. You showed that in your interviews, bro. You really mad that he's the star and you not. That's all this is, bro. You won't, and you even made a comment, what I need to fight Tank and all these guys for and make them money and make them more money because they getting paid more money than me. That's really what you, that was some hating ass shit. Yeah, that's what you got to do when you the underdog, bro. He gonna get the bigger bag, bro. He gonna get the bigger percentage because he's a bigger name than you. That shit fuck with you. You know, and you know what I was really wrong about? I thought you was a black Latino. You know, because it's a big difference between a black Latino and a white Latino. A white Latino is Ryan. A white Latino is Oscar. A white Latino is Canelo. A black Latino is David Morrell. So that's the difference. Now you a white Latino. I thought you was with us. Now, bro, you jealous of black fighters. It's clear. I see it in you, bro. You jealous, bro. You jealous of shit. And look at when you called it. You know, I look past that shit because I took it in a sarcastic way when you said all that about black fighters. I was like, oh, he ought to say it. Fuck it. Shit, speak your mind. You know, I took up for you on that shit. But when I look back at that, you pointed out Ward and Timothy Bradley. But you didn't say nothing about Mark Krieger. You didn't say nothing about the white announcers. You only pointed out the black. You didn't say nothing about the white boy. You didn't say they biased. Because they are. You didn't point that out, bro. So, like I said, your attack was on black folks. So, you just got some issues within yourself. I just think you can't beat the black fighters. That's what I think. Just like Canelo. That motherfucker waited till Cholo had a 2-year layout to start talking about Cholo. Do y'all really see how soft Canelo really is? At 154, that's when you had Cholo in his prime. That's when you had Andrade in a prime. That's when you were supposed to fight him. But I think Cholo off his couch and 2 good months of training, I still think he beats Canelo. I think he controls him with the jab, and he got a higher ring IQ. He got a granite chin, and he got devastating power. And he just better fundamental. Let me tell you some real shit. I'm gonna tell you motherfuckers some shit that you motherfucker. That's why I say boxing's so fake. Jamal Cholo is a much better fighter than Bivol. Yeah, I said it. And he's a better boxer. That shit Bivol did to beat Canelo, Jamal Cholo is a better fighter than Bivol. He's better, and he's better fundamentally. He's a better technically sound fighter. He got a higher ring IQ. Those are facts. He just been inactive. That's all that is. And Jamel Cholo a better fighter than Bivol. He got a higher ring IQ. He's a better boxer. Much better jab, much better footwork. So, Bivol's good, but now, the soft stills remain in this pot. So Jamal Cholo might get off his couch and train 2 months and beat the shit out of Canelo. So like I said, he waited. Nah, bro, you just at this point, I question you as a fighter. I question your mental. Not as far as outside the ring and shit like that. I question your integrity as a fighter. I question your confidence in yourself as a fighter. I don't think you really think you the best. I don't think you really, because if you really thought you were the best, let me tell you some real shit, bro. Because boxing is racist as shit. Even if you don't beat all 3 of the black fighters, if you just beat one of them, if you beat Devin Haney, you on top of the world. But if you beat Devin Haney and Tank, you the face of boxing. But if they beat you, they ain't shit. It may give them a little bit of boost, but it won't do much for their career. But if you was to beat Devin Haney, I'm talking about go in and stop Devin Haney, and then backdoor and beat Tank, you the face of boxing. Just like Ryan would have been the face of boxing if he would have beat Tank. Those are the privileges that y'all get sometimes. So when you talk about black fighters and everybody just go for the black, nah, bro, we don't become superstars from beating y'all. So, anyway, now, if you was to beat Devin Haney and Tank, you would become the face of boxing. You would be getting $25 million paydays. You would be getting Canelo-type money if you was to beat Devin Haney and Tank. And let's just say you duck Shakur and you never fought Shakur. Fans will not complain. Just like fans didn't complain when Canelo dug Jamal and Andrade because he fought Danny Jacobs. Well, he did fight one black fighter. So nobody ever put up a big stir because he dug Andrade and Jamal. So at this point, bro, you's a bougie and you young, bro. Like I said, it just shows that men, I talk a lot about black men becoming soft, but men just all around the world are just becoming so soft at a young age. I'm telling you, bro, you motherfuckers, it used to take men a lot longer before the fight was knocked out of you. Usually by the time you fought it, life been and took you through enough to where it done kind of knocked the fight out you. Bro, you only 25, and life has knocked the fight out you. You're not a fighter. So, your drunk ass daddy can keep drinking moonshine and snorting powder and trying to get you to come back. But I really think you're gone. And I don't give a fuck if you come back. So, and like I said, you keep hinting at the Tank fight. You might actually take that fight because, like I said, you want the fame that Tank got. Just like Ryan did. You really want that shit. But I'm telling you right now, you fuck with Tank, you getting stopped. Another thing you said that let me know you don't know shit about boxing and you don't need to commentate. That shit you talking about commentate. Bro, for one, let me quit. Anyway, Tank got a higher ring IQ than anybody that's watching it. Is Teofimo Lopez a better boxer than Tank? Not at all. Do we got a higher ring IQ? No. You a little more athletic than Tank. I give you that. You more athletic. You're a little more elusive. I think you're a little quicker, but you don't got faster hands. You quicker. You're more elusive. You're not as explosive. You don't got more power. And you're not a smarter fighter, bro. You get hit more than Tank. When Tank want to be defensively responsible, he can be that. So, and you don't got good head movement. Tank got great head movement. So, I don't think you can fuck with him, bro. I think Devin Haney outboxes you way worse than Sandor Martin did. Way worse than Kambosos did. I think he outboxes the shit out you. And I think the power is so underrated to where when you get hit with that shit, it's gonna fuck you up. Because you think you're going to walk through Devin Haney. Just like Loma thought he was going to walk through that shit. But he hurt Loma 4 or 5 times in that fight. Nobody talks about that. So, and you can't fuck with Shakur. Shakur got the best defense in boxing. It ain't but 2 fighters I see that can beat Shakur, and that's Tank and Devin. And I'm not completely convinced they beat him. So, at this point, I think they can only beat each other. You're not on their level, bro. You make a good fight, though. I give you that. No, against there, it would be a good fight. It would be a good fight against Tank. But I think against Shakur, he would make you look really bad. Shakur would counterpunch you all night. You wouldn't be able to hit him. So, another thing I want to point out, and I'm finna get off this motherfucker. I told you I was tipsy that night. I was a little too friendly. Yeah, my post-fight thought, boy, I gave you so much credit. You know, that might have been the fairest shit I've ever said. And I told you I'm not fair. So, and I'm biased towards black fighters. Let's talk about this fight again. I gave you too much credit, bro. Let's really talk. Josh Taylor, with all his accolades and being undisputed and winning against Regis, winning against Jose Ramirez, beating Victor Poster, all that shit there, at the end of the motherfucking day, Josh Taylor looked like shit. And let's just call it that. Because I can't just keep using your name and your accolades as that's who you beat. No, I got to talk about the men who fought that night. Josh Taylor made no adjustments. Josh Taylor made zero. Josh Taylor fought the same fight the entire night. You never had to make an adjustment because Josh Taylor never did nothing different. You beat him off straight athleticism, quickness. You beat him to the punch. Simple as that, bro. You never had to really dig deep. He never put you in no trouble. So, yeah, you beat him. But that performance from Josh Taylor lets me know that Jack Catterall win was not cap. And like I said, I always had Regis win in a close fight. I thought Regis beat him. So, I know you'll never fight Regis. Like I said, and you know what? That's the truth. At this point, you surrounded by black fighters. Oh, and Matias, he a black Latino. Yeah, shout out to Puerto Rico. Yeah, he's a black Latino too. But anyway, now you surrounded by Matias, you surrounded by Regis Prograis, Devin Haney, Shakur Tank. You surrounded by a number of black fighters, and at this point, you got to shit or get off the pot. Like I said, I don't know where Ryan might retire too. At this point, it's just too much pressure at 135 and 140. It's a lot of goddamn sauce at 135 and 140, and you really don't want to face that shit. That's the truth. You really don't want to face that shit. And like I said, you don't want to lose to a black fighter. And all of them beat you, in my opinion. And I think all of them are better than you. This is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.